February 11 every year is the International Day for Women and Girls in Science. It is a day set aside by the United Nations to commemorate and reflect on the role of women and girls in science and how they can help achieve sustainable development goals. The fight for equality in the sciences for women and girls continues till this day. Now, sequel to this, two bodies have come together to organize a competition for secondary schools in Abuja right here, and that is the Tongston Entrepreneurship Holdings and the Skills Outside School Foundation. They have a competition that is aimed at promoting what this day stands for uplifting women and girls in science. Now, before we head into what the competition entails, the prizes and everything, the razzmatazz and everything about it, let's have some opening remarks from the organizers. First of all, I am your host for the program. I am Amadine Ogbewe. Now let's hear from the CEO, Tongston Entrepreneurship Holdings, Engineer Tongo Bello.
Thank you very much. And hello, everyone. Welcome to our competition today in celebration of the International Day for Women and Girls in Science. Now, today we have a quick but very exciting competition. Obviously, it's all about science today, but for us, it's all about entrepreneurial thinking in science. And what you will know is that, especially when you're producing products and services in the world of business, it's important that there's scientific approach to it. So this is the reason why we've put entrepreneurial thinking together with science to ensure and also encourage the girls and every other person to apply such knowledge, regardless of whatever level or branch of science that they are studying, so that they come out with better and innovative ideas.
Thank you very much. You've just heard there from Engineer Tongo Bello, is the CEO, Tongston Entrepreneurship Holdings. I should also note that this is in co-partnership or in collaboration, again, with the Skills Outside School Foundation. And the founder board of chairs, who is not here today, is Mrs. Alima Abba. So let's not forget that while it is the day for women and girls, there is a woman involved as an organizer. Anyway, we will be taking a quick break now. When we return, we'll be hearing about the competition and the framework and what we hope to achieve here today. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. And now the competition is about to begin. And it involves three contestants, that is 3 secondary schools from here in Abuja, who will be presenting and pitching innovative ideas in science and how this will help move the world at large forward and also create a space for women and girls in science. We have 2 judges who will be rating our contestants on a specified criteria, which they will reveal very soon. And now let me introduce you to our guests, or our judges today, pardon me. We have Maureen Chukwuemeka. She's the CEO, Skills Outside School Foundation, and Mr. Kenneth Mwachi is a board member at Tongston Holdings and seasoned educationist, scientist, and educational consultant. Welcome, judges. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Right. We've already heard from the CEO, the founder, the CEO of Tongston Tongston Entrepreneurship, and he has spoken about the day. So now I think it's only fair that we hear from Mrs. Maureen about the criteria. How are you judging the students today?
Yes, thank you very much. We have a list of criteria by which we'll be judging the students, and they range from research and innovation. We're looking at how well analyzed and creative their projects will be, their presentation will be. Then we are looking at feasibility, how feasible it is, how workable, and how attainable it is. Then we're also looking at collaboration, how they're able to work in teams, how they're able to work with their partners and their peers in teams. Then we are looking at bankability. Bankability, we're looking at the commercial aspect, how they're able to use what they have done, how people are going to be able to invest in it, the bankability aspect. Then finally, we are looking at the pitch, the presentation, the steps, the end results, the lesson learned, the next steps, and the requirements. So those are the sets of criteria we'll be using to judge the competition. Thank you.
All right, that's very fair. We hope that the contestants do justice to that. I hope I can also add my criteria based on how well they're able to present. We might have an opening for you here at KAFTAN TV. Anyway, we'll go straight now to our first contestant. From the school, Government Secondary School, Apo Resettlement. The name of their project is Solar Powered Car. That's interesting. The students presenting are Mohammed Iko Ojo Laila, and she's presenting on behalf of her teammates. Among them are Chikezi Miriam Ulubebe, Momo Onazasi Sherifat, and accompanied by a teacher, Opara Henry Uche Chuku. And I will be hearing from the lead speaker, Mohammed Iko Ojo Laila, as she presents on solar powered car. And I should note that contestants have 3 minutes to make their presentations, after which the judges have 2 minutes to respond. All right, now let's hear from you, Mohammed Iko Ojo Laila.
Thank you. Standing on the existing protocol, I'm here to defend our project, Solar Powered Cars, representing GSS Apo Resettlement. Solar powered cars are solar vehicles that are able to move on road and race tracks. We came up with this idea based on sociological observation, like high cost of fuel. Currently, our country, Nigeria, is undergoing fuel scarcity, and we know that immediately after this scarcity ends, the new language will be increase in fuel pump price, and nobody wants that. Do you know that the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, uses solar powered cars? So, and in the nearest future, everybody will have to resort to using solar powered cars. So why don't Nigeria, the giant of Africa, be the first one to make such a big move? As I stand and I boldly represent the giant of Africa, green, white, green. We know that solar powered cars function effortlessly. They are light in weight and they are very comfortable. I have many advantages, namely, with solar powered cars, we'll spend less on our fossil fuel. What do I mean by fossil fuel? Nigeria is known to exploit a lot of oil. Now, Nigeria is known that we know that we do not have a refinery unit. So when we explore our oil, instead of us selling and getting our full money, we sell and then we buy back. That is 50-50. We are not making a loss. But when we sell our fuel and then keep the money, that is, we are making our 100% gain. We can invest that money into other sectors, thereby utilizing our natural resources. Eco-friendly. Solar powered cars are eco-friendly. We know that our fuel powered cars release carbon monoxide into the environment, which is hazardous to the health. So thereby we manufacture a lot of diseases from the air. Then payment of national debts. We know that there's a lot of money utilized from fossil fuel, that is crude oil. When we use that money and balance our budgets, we know that we are going to be firm and will not have to borrow money, and we'll be able to settle our national debt we have before. And there's no scarcity. We know that anything that has a disadvantage must have a disadvantage. When we buy our PV cells, we can buy extra so that we can fill it up, so that when our battery is off, we replace it. Then another important thing is standard of living. We know there's a lot of poverty in Nigeria. If Nigerians can utilize that money they spend regularly on fuel, on their cost of living, like health sector, clothes, and all of that, we'll have a better standard of living. As the giant of Africa, we are not supposed to be lacking in any way. We know that we don't have a lot of tech, and in Nigeria now we just produce pencils and all of that little stuff. But if we are able to produce solar powered cars, we know that we'll be making an advancement in technology. Then increasing our technology, we'll have more foreign investors who want to compete in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, Leila, thank you very much. You made it just in time, and that was an interesting presentation on solar powered cars. I do hope if you get funding for it, I'm up for one of those cars. Anyway, let's hear from the judges now. What are your comments on that presentation?
Very interesting, I guess. I need to find out your take on the environmental impact assessment regarding your project. What do you think is the possible impact of your project on the environment as you speak?
Okay, the solar panel car is very friendly to the environment. Like the standard car that we have nowadays, release carbon monoxide, which is very harmful to our health. With this solar powered car, it contains lithium ions and nitrogen gases, which are very friendly to our environment. So with this solar power car, we can be able to reduce the risks of ozone layer depressions, and they are very friendly to our environment.
Right, ma'am. Do you have any?
And just in an estimate, to produce a solar power car, how much do you think a car will cost? Did you do that analysis? Did you do that findings?
Yes. The car costs about 200,000 standard.
Okay, to produce a solar powered car.
Yes.
So you think it's what Nigerians will be able to afford, right?
Yes. And instead of buying fuel, we know that the PV cells last longer, and you don't need high maintenance. But you know that your normal car can, the engine can knock, and then quick expenses comes up.
And then as we have scarcity of fuel, when we invest more in solar powered cars, you find out that there will be less request for fuel. And if you check the money that we use, the money that everyone spend a year in buying fuel, you can use it and invest in a business, and it's really work out very well for you. So if you can invest in solar panel car, you find out that the government may get more finances in financing the education sector, the health sector, and even insecurity. You can improve many things in insecurity.
Okay.
As you speak, do we have? Do you know of any solar powered car patent in Nigeria? Is there any company that manufactures solar powered cars? Have you seen anyone run on our roads?
No, we haven't. That's why we want to bring it into existence in
Okay,
Africa.
all right. I think we'll have to cut it short there. We run out of time. But I have one question of my own. You said 200,000. What currency?
Naira.
200,000 naira
Yeah.
for one car, one solar powered car.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, and that's how we end the first segment of the first presentation from our first contestants. That is the Government Secondary School Apo Resettlement. Now we'll go for a quick break. When we return, the second contestant comes on board to pitch their idea for the International Day for Women and Girls in Science. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. That was the first contestant there with a presentation on solar-powered cars. Right now, we'll be moving on to our next contestant by the name of GSS Wuye. The name of their project is Making Local Preservatives from Wood Ash Filtrate. The presenting student is Eze Blessing Chika. She's presenting on behalf of Eze Favor and Paul Pretty. Interesting. Is accompanied by teachers Mrs. Neji NN and Mrs. Obomo Rosemary. Welcome contestant number 2. Blessing Chika. Easy. You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Our topic today here is turning waste to wealth, local preservative from wood ash and other uses of wood ash. Over the years, civilization brought with it lifestyle habits that are detrimental to our health. A lot of food or edible items have one type of preservative which is not good for our health, especially bottled or canned food. The aim of this project is to produce a local preservative from wood ash, which most time are discarded into the environment, causing environmental pollution. Mineral content. Studies have revealed that ash contains nutrients such as calcium between 20 to 40%, potassium between 3 to 10%, phosphorus 1%, magnesium 1%, and other compounds. Materials required for making local preservative from wood ash. This here is the wood ash and clean water. This is clean water, a bowl, yes, sharp knife. We've already used that to open the bowl. Find small plastic buckets which is under the maize sack and jerry can. Procedures: heat the knife until very hot. Perforate the bottom of the bowl with heated knife 6 or more times. Place the sack material inside the bowl, inside the perforated bowl to serve as a sieve. Pour ash into the bowl to half level. Pour water into the ash in the bowl enough to soak the ash. Place the bowl and contents over the bucket and leave it to stay for up to 10 hours or overnight. After 10 hours or the next day, Pour enough water in the bowl to cover the wet ash and leave undisturbed. The filtrate coldly. This is it. From the wood, you now drain through the perforated bowl and the sieve and then collected in the small bucket. Filtrate can be boiled to remove all the water, leaving a solid solute. This is it, which can be kept for future uses. Health benefits. The filtrate can be added to parboiled tomatoes, white zobo leaf soup to remove sour taste, to soften swallow made from corn, millet or guinea corn, and to add flavor to these food items. It can also be used to soften beans when cooking. It provides useful materials such as calcium, potassium and phosphorus into the food when added in very little amount or quantity to the food. Other uses. Wood ash is highly alkaline, just like baking soda, which means it can absorb moistures and odor from the air or in a musty room or toilet. Wood ash can be used to preserve meat, fresh tomatoes in earthy clay pots for a long period of time. Wood ash mixed with a little water to make paste that can be used as polish for metal like silver.
All right, thank you very much. You also made it just in time. I have comments. But yes, let's hear from the judges first of all. Comments and questions, please.
Right. I'm particularly happy because this has to do with health. And when I saw to parboil tomatoes, I was happy. But what are the what kind of profits do you intend to get from this? Like this bottle that you're having now, how much can you sell? How much would you be able to sell a bottle?
Well, actually, I don't know because we just made it.
Okay.
We didn't make it to sell. You can make it for yourself to prepare your food.
Okay.
That's very noble. I like that. Sir, do you have any comments or questions?
Yes, I do know that local women produce this kind of thing, right? Now, to what extent would this add to our GDP in Nigeria, for example? If one is not employed in Nigeria, for example, can one get a daily bread from this product, as it were?
Yes, like if you don't have a job now,
you
can make this and be selling. By the time people find out the health benefits of it, they'll buy.
So if you want to educate the society, the community, local people on the health benefits of this, what platform would you use? What medium do you use to educate them?
It reduces the risk of cancer and some other diseases.
Yes, you're telling me now, talking to me.
Yes.
So how do you tell them? How do you get to sensitize them to appreciate this product?
She tried.
And if they have to ask, you can help.
You can like publicity, like through education. You can make awareness through schools, going to schools to teach the student that, see, this is from Earth. Instead of just throwing it out to go to waste, you can turn it into a fine product that can be able to use to boost our economic stability.
Great. To add to that, another correct answer to that question, he asked for platform. A very good platform for that is KAFTAN TV. You just come here, pay the required amount, and we'll give you platform, and you can tell people what they want. But I just before we go, my own comment on this is that it looks very interesting, and you guys are good scientists, but scientists also need to know how to present. There was not enough storytelling. I expected to say, I went into the forest and I dug this thing out and I had to fight headsmen and, pardon me, I meant, terrorists, and I got this and I did, but it's just, so keep that in mind. Anyway, thanks a lot. That was a good performance and a good presentation. Right now, that's all we'll take for this segment. Now we'll be having our third contestant to present their pitch on how to make the world a better place. Stay with us. All right, welcome back once again. We just heard from GSS Wuye, and they were speaking on making local preservatives from wood ash filtrate. And now we've been joined by our third contestant, GSS Wuse Zone 3. And their project today, the pitch is Tyre Recycling. The presenting students are Mohammed Miriam Kudu, representing Nachamana Evelyn, and Saliu Aisha Bala. They are accompanied by teacher Mohammed Fatima Idris. And welcome GSS Wuse Zone 2. Miriam, you have 3 minutes for your presentation, after which the judges will have 2 minutes to respond. Your time starts now.
Good day, everybody. My name is Mohammed Miriam Kudu from Government Secondary School, Season 3, Abuja, and I'm here to talk about Tyre Recycling. It's a well-known fact that tire cannot be decomposed, and when they are piled up in junkyards, they release chemicals into the air, land, and water, which contaminates the water, the air, and the land. So, the process of tire recycling have been put in place to reduce this impact. Tire recycling, as said, is the process of recycling worn and old out tire vehicles into new products. And the benefits of recycling these tires are creation of new products, creation of employment and revenue for governments, and also it reduces fire outbreak and pollution in the environment. Now, the health impacts of burning these fires: we have cancer, we also have irritation of the skin, eye, and the mucous membrane, and we also have central nervous depression. And the environmental impacts of burning these tires are global warming and pollution of the air, soil, and water. Now, for our chair, materials we use are old worn-out tires, which we found in our school compound, old plywood, foam, old wood, and also screw and nails. We stuffed first of all, we got the tire because they're dusty. We washed them. After washing them, we painted them. From painting them, we also stuffed our foam inside, then attached the tires together using a screw. After attaching it together, we used our old plywood and used it to cover it to support the foam under and also the one on top. Then we cut another tire. We cut it into 2. After cutting it, we attached it to be the support of the chair. In conclusion, this chair made of tire, we make it to bring out money, to create employment for the unemployed, and also to reduce the health hazard and environmental hazard we have in Nigeria.
Wow, that is great. You did that within or below your 3 minutes. Judges, I also have a comment, but let's also start with you guys first. Comments, questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the screwing and the nailing. Were you the ones that did it yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so and the wood,
yes,
the shaping of the wood.
Yes,
the ones that did it yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
So how much will you sell this to me?
For workmanship,
as a scientist,
workmanship and the materials used, it's a maximum of 8,000.
8,000 for this chair?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's interesting. If women can make the company and charge 8,000, then men should wake up. All right. Okay. I like it. Can I rest on the back?
Yes, it's comfortable, sir.
Can I rest there?
Yes, sir.
Can I rest there?
Yes. And we even like to touch it and see how. Okay.
That's amazing.
It's quite strong.
Quite strong.
Looks like a throne.
For the parks.
You said?
For the parks or for home use?
Sir, we can use it in gardens, lecture, apartments, and also at home too.
Okay, you talked about emission of methane into atmosphere if it's allowed to stay in the open air.
Yes, sir.
Now, if it's also kept in the house, wouldn't there be emission of methane?
Sir, after it has been processed, no fire will be it won't be burnt because it's there just for sitting. And if it is there for sitting, emission of methane won't be there.
Okay, to what extent would this combat climate change?
To the extent that it will reduce hazardous effects and all the diseases that are popping up.
No climate change is?
And climate change too, sir.
Climate change.
And reduce global warming.
Global warming, okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting.
I think my only problem with this is seems to be made for shorter people. What about tall people like me? How can I?
So it was
Why people laughing?
a short period of time given to us to
So that's why it
make
makes for
it.
short people.
No, sir. It was just using our
Available.
resources for the period of
Please,
time.
next time, consider us very tall persons.
No,
Next
sir.
time.
If you give us the contract.
Hey, okay, very interesting. That's very entrepreneurial. That's very good. This was a very good presentation. Thanks for that. Thanks, judges, for your comments. And that's our last performance, our last presentation today. Right now, we would give the judges some time to make their deliberations and come up with the winner. And I should add that there are prizes for all participants today. There are no winners or losers, really. We're all winners here. And even the ideas that do not take the top prize would also have, with some fine-tuning, a way of helping the world make the world a better place in the future. Right now, let's go for a quick break. When we return, we will be announcing the winners and their scores and what they're taking home today. Stay with us. Hi, welcome back. It's time for the moments we've been waiting for. We get to hear who our winner, our second runner-up, and our first runner-up and our second runner-up for today's competition. Again, this competition is in honor of the International Day for Women and Girls in Science. And at the end of the day, it's really about making the world a better place and inclusivity for women and girls in science and achieving our sustainable development goals. We've heard from 3 contestants, and I think they all did very well. But now someone has to go home with the major prize. But we're all living with prizes today, myself included, hopefully. Anyway, let's hear some final comments from the judges. Just a recap of the criteria and how they picked their winners and what they used to judge their performance and presentations today. Let's hear from you, judges.
Thank you. It has been an interesting contest among the 3 schools. And we will not fail to once again reiterate the criteria we used for the assessment. First and foremost, we have the research and innovation, where we have to look at how the schools investigated and analyzed the idea they brought to bear. And then the second one is feasibility, the workability. How possible is it to get this thing done? And then how attainable is it? In the face of the competition. The third criteria here is collaboration. We need to see teamwork, as one of the 21st century skills among children. So we need to see that, and that is one of the things we leverage in the judgment. And the next one is bankability, the potentials, in the project. Is it possible that we can invest in it? Is it possible that, something commercial can be done out of this? And then we have the pitch. The pitch is a concise and captivating stage presentation. How committed is the student, on this project? How passionate is the student about the project? And then how does she communicate it to the audience? And then for us to buy, So with all these 5 criteria, we're able to assess the 3 projects presented by 3 schools. I do hope they did well, and there must be a winner. Be a winner at the end of the day. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth Nwaji, and Mrs. Maureen Chukwuemeka. You guys have really been upstanding in your questions, your comments, and your judgments in this matter. Thank you very much.
Yes,
and now I will note that the judges have handed me the list with the winners and so on. So I have all the power here now. But before I call out the winners, let's see what they're actually going home with today. I did tell you that they're all going home with prizes. So we'll start with the 3rd place. That is the first runner-up. And what are they going on with? We have 3 branded t-shirts for the 3 students each. We have free Tongston Introductory Entrepreneurial Education course to 5 teachers in the representing school. free 60-minute entrepreneurship, career, and business advisory session to the 3 students in the winning team by the Tongston Entrepreneurship Group CEO and Skills Outside School Foundation Chair. That is quite great. 1 notepad, 1 entrepreneurial student heroes poster, 1 top 10 tips of an entrepreneurial teacher for the winning school, certificates for the students, certificate for the teacher, and certificate for the school. This is just for 3rd prize. Imagine what the rest will get. But anyway, let's go ahead now and call on 3rd place for today. Coming in 3rd today is, I don't know, should we go on a commercial break? Do you guys want to hear now? You do. Okay. 3rd place is GSS. You're all GSS. Can anyone make a guess? Anyway, the 3rd place is GSS Wuye. And now you can. All right. GSS Wuye 3rd place. So right now we'll call on the fellow participants and the teacher to come on stage for your prize. To present the prize for the 3rd place, we have one of the co-organizers of the program. That is Mrs. Halima Abba. She's the founder and board chairs, Skills Outside School Foundation. She will be presenting the prize. Please come on stage, Mrs. Halima Abba. All right. You can.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. 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 And thank you, madam. Congratulations.
It's finished. I was expecting one for myself, but I guess
maybe next time.
Okay, no problem. I'll be expecting it. And thank you very much for participating. And I think this is a proof that you did well. You put in effort, and you can always strive for more, and you're already doing well enough. Thank you very much. Right now, yes, thank you for coming. Thank you. All right, now 1st place and 2nd place remaining. But now we'll call on the 1st place position. I'll read out the prize for 2nd place. And it has to be 2 of you, don't worry, there's no other person left. 2nd prize, free branded school bags for the 3 students, free Tongston Introductory Entrepreneurial Education course to 10 teachers in representative school, free 60-minute entrepreneurial career and business advisory session to the 3 students of the winning team by the Tongston Entrepreneurship Group CEO, the CEO himself, and Skills Outside School Foundation Board Chair. 1 notepad, 1 entrepreneurial student heroes poster, 1 top 10 of entrepreneurial teacher for the winning school, certificates for the schools, certificate for the teacher, certificate for the students. That's for 2nd place. And now for 1st place, the 1st prize. Scholarship for all 3 students for 1 academic session. I think that deserves a round of applause. We have more. Free Tongston Introductory Entrepreneurial Education course to 15 teachers in the winning school. Free 60-minute entrepreneurial career and business advisory session to the 3 students in the winning team by the Tongston Entrepreneurship Group CEO and Skills Outside School Foundation Board Chair. 1 notepad, 1 entrepreneurial student heroes poster, 1 top 10 tips of an entrepreneurial teacher for the winning school, certificates for the students, for the teacher, and for the school. Now, with no further ado, I will be calling on the 1st prize and 2nd prize subsequently. Wow. Are you guys ready? And the 1st prize goes to GSS Wuse Zone 3. Congratulations. So now we will be calling on the Tongston Entrepreneurship Group CEO and Mrs. Abbas to come and present, we'll call on Mrs. Abbas to come and present the awards to the winner, to the first prize.
Congratulations. It's for you. Thank you. Congratulations. This is for you. I'm all twisted here. Oops, lazy. Congratulations. This is for you. And sir, how are he for she?
Congratulations to you all. Congratulations. You did well, and obviously you've been rewarded, and I hope you guys continue. Do not take it as a sign of giving up, but you continue doing your very best. Thanks for participating. Thanks for coming, and thanks for sharing your pitch. All right. Thank you very much. And now the winner. Do you want me to announce that you're the winner again? Please come on board. Okay. I'm sorry. I almost didn't recognize there was a teacher here. Your students are. You know, us very tall people, you can always misunderstand us. So anyway, we'll call on once again on the CEO, Tongston, to come and deliver the first prize to GSS Wuse Zone 3. All right, Shirley, come on board. And present it together. Oh, did you work for it? You can hold it. I think a round of applause again. Okay, more prizes. We'll hand this. Is that part of it? All right. All right. Congratulations once again. And I just have one question for you. So, what are you going to do with your chair now? You're leaving that here, right? My God, she continues with the entrepreneurial streak. That is very great. Anyway, I don't think that chair is going to last long. Someone is definitely buying it off you very soon. Thanks once again for coming, and congratulations for winning, and congratulations to the organizers. You guys are also winners here for championing female rights and equality in science specifically. Thank you very much for this. Thank you. A round of applause, please. All right, and that's how we come to the end of the program today. And I think we've left the world a better place by encouraging some very young girls who become women tomorrow to participate and continue in sciences. And I think it's very important to achieving our sustainable development goals. I did say that there will be all winners today. I'm still waiting for my prize, but I guess that will be off screen. But anyway, till I come your way next time, don't forget to keep championing equality and inclusion in all spaces, in the sciences, and wherever you are. I'm Amadou Nobere. Have a nice day. See ya.